Now at 6, it was the first day of witness testimony in the trial of a former Columbus police officer, Andrew Mitchell, facing murder charges and the death of Donna Castleberry.
Well, the shooting happened in August of 2018. Mitchell was an undercover vice officer at the time and had picked up Castleberry on possible solicitation charges. 10 TV's Lacey Crisp was in the courtroom today. Lacey?
Yeah, we saw body camera video from the first officer who responded to the scene. He was also the first to take the stand.
I remember him he was seated next to the vehicle, kind of laid back on the door, driver's side door, and Officer Carter was renting her aid.
Prosecutors showed Columbus police officer Matthew McDaniel's body camera video from August 23rd, 2018. They also played grainy surveillance video from the apartment building and synced it to audio Mitchell had recorded.
Don't put your hands on me! Help! Help!
She got a knife.
Help! Help!
In video that is too graphic to show, Donna Castleberry laid motionless in the back seat of Andrew Mitchell's unmarked car. Mitchell had picked up Castleberry as a part of an undercover solicitation operation. Castleberry fought back when Mitchell tried to arrest her. She cut Mitchell with a knife, then he fatally shot her.
That detective said, hey, do you recognize this person, Miss Castleberry, to be the same person that you dealt with a week prior?
Yes.
The week prior, you were called to Detective Mathis to help search a female who he had to mace.
Yes.
Detective Laura Evans was working Vice that day with Mitchell. She says Castleberry may be the same woman who fought another detective the week prior. Detective Greg Shepard investigated the shooting and says there were 2 knives, a gun, and drug paraphernalia found in the car.
Did you find any drug paraphernalia or drugs of Miss Castleberry?
Yes, sir.
What did you find?
We found like a crack pipe, and we found like a piece of foil or piece of material that had heroin in it.
The defense contends Castleberry put her foot to Mitchell's throat during the struggle.
You had the idea to have the bottom of a sandal tested, correct?
Yes, sir.
What made you do that, sir?
Well, Detective Mitchell, or Mr. Mitchell, told us that Miss Castleberry had put her feet up against his neck while he was trying to hold her hands so she couldn't cut him. And she was stretched out, pushing up against his neck, and was basically cutting his air and like pushing on his artery, so he was feeling like he was going to pass out.
So based on that, did you then approach not these 2 prosecutors, but other prosecutors to see if they wanted the sandal tested?
Yes, sir.
And what was their response?
No.
And testimony will continue tomorrow. We expect the trial will last 2 weeks. Reporting live, Lacey Crisp, 10 TV News.